against Fnatic means a lot to me because actually 3 of these trophies, I helped Fnatic win them, and I would love to beat them today, especially because Myth is also there, and I'm going out tonight with him, and I would love him to buy me drinks tonight. Y un saludo muy grande para todos los españoles que estáis viendo, y gracias por el apoyo que dais siempre.
If you want to beat Origin, you either pick champions that scale harder, because they're not going to try to beat you. They're trying to beat the map. So either you do that, or you have the confidence, break them.
They play too aggressive, I would say sometimes. So, you know, you just have to try not to die to the psycho plays.
Right.
But yeah. Wait, okay.
Ooh. So they are actually... Yeah, so it looks like the Pantheon is actually going in towards the top lane.
Yeah.
And
opportunity's there. He decides to tunnel over, but the recall is busy channeling, cancels it for now. Destiny's dredge line will land onto Reckless. Lantern's available, not going to be able to go in. And
Nuke doesn't have TP, but here comes the dive.
Yeah, Nautilus is also moving.
It's a good flash from Alfari, but the burst damage is more than enough to find that kill. Stealth
lower in the lane to just jump all the way up, and this is that unplayable bot side duo because of the Rek'Sai, Mickey.
Yeah, I mean, probably Philios will just like flash out of it, and the lantern should be placed like higher up so they can't ward it, and then they just have to waste 1 flash for it, yeah. But in general, the initial position that he was in was really bad. He should never be in a position where Nautilus just gets a free hook with like no minions around or anything.
Right.
But yeah.
So what does Soraka? Well, she just kind of gets 1 shot.
Yeah.
This is the power of the Taliyah.
A different one anyway at the end, so yeah.
Call of the Forge God comes down. Hylissang goes in with the flay into the death sentence. And that was about as perfect as you'd want to see.
Just straight up murdering their mid laner. Yeah, when it comes to like decisions like this, how much planning do you think is involved versus how much do you think is just, hey, there's an opportunity here, let's just make it happen?
I mean, I think they planned it before, like as soon as Soraka burned her flash and she went mid, they probably planned like they should probably use Ornul to get her.
Mickey also helps set the expectation that OG don't have a huge amount of early game options.
Season, and he manages to pick off the kill. Grand Starfall is likely what we're demonstrating here. Thank you, observers, for highlighting that one. Onto a recalling Nuke. Oh man, he ran dead center into it.
So what Bwipo saw was that the wave had been cleared by Nuke.
And this advantage from Fnatic is there. Xerxes, he's going to tunnel over. The flay comes down, but you can't get away from the Nautilus ultimate. Upset takes out Hilly. Dredge line goes up with Bwipo and Nemesis. That's a 2-man arrival. Call of the Forge God has been used, and Destiny will be saved by the Wish for now. And Reckless snipes him down with the ultimate. That's an unstoppable thanks to Bellows. Breath rather, as Nuke now starts to step back. Keep your eyes on Alfari. He's healing up the members of Fnatic.
Bwipo, he wants to try and get this wave pushed in. Fnatic want to get this wave pushed in as well, and they want to look to get a reset off as quickly as possible. If they get these 2 towers, they're in a great position as a hook does land.
It does indeed. Dredge line connects onto Hilly. He's still got the flash available. Xerxes now making his way through. Remember that Nemesis and Bwipo have already used their TPs, so the support cannot come in. Hilly gets the flash, but that was the flash knocker from Xerxes. Reckless goes golden. The Fangs are going to get sunk in, and that's a kill for Xerxes.
Golden they're looking to set up on the map, and we'll have a quick look at it now. You can see that, oh, this is actually the second half of the fight where the initial hook is already landed from Destiny, and Reckless and Hylissang end up getting chased down, but a little bit
20 seconds. They may actually have enough time with their globals. Moonlight Vigil comes up from
very
Reckless,
nice.
and that was so nicely done. Self-made flashes over the wall. The seismic shove won't be able to pick up the kill though, because the Wish and the heals from Soraka the Unicorn are too OP.
Oh, now OG looking for another fight.
Death Sentence connects onto Nautilus as the fall of the Fortune comes down there in the Grand Starfall. It ends up being a trade. It's a 1-for-1 for now, and the tower stays alive. Nuke's going to jump in with the Realm Warp.
And while it is Origin that actually, I think, initially got that kill onto Selfmade, it ends up working out in the favor of Fnatic anyway. The TP now in from Alfari. OG and Fnatic looking for another fight.
Oh man, Cloud Rift has spawned. Selfmade's looking for the shove. That's an instantly dead Xerxes. Bullet time comes out. Alfari and Upset on to be on the wrong side of the rift as Fnatic got themselves a Drake, and he is stepping up to the plate in our match of the week.
So this is the initial play. Selfmade tries to one-shot Alfari, but you're just seeing the heal from the Wish on top of the silence means that Selfmade just ends up losing his life. However, because a lot was invested there, Fnatic see this as an opportunity to go for the re-engage. Now Nemesis, he gets a knock-up into the Ornn ult, into the W. So much damage comes out from this champion, allowing Rekkles to get the kill. They do force the flash out from Upset as well, which means that Fnatic actually creates a 4 versus 4 situation because they're able to force Origin back. My big question mark comes here, because you'll notice that Ryze actually goes up to mid lane while a TP is coming in bot, and Origin are trying to shove out the bot wave as 3 people while their support is nowhere near. This play from Origin doesn't really make any sense, and it just allows Fnatic to force a very easy fight after they just secured the Drake.
Just moments before that mid lane engagement.
And because Fnatic feel very comfortable with this pick and its flexibility, you then also put Selfmade in a position where he can carry, as Elisang will probably be chased down here, doesn't have flash.
No.
He's just, oh, nice side step.
Stays alive for a few seconds, bullet time doesn't take him out.
Okay.
But the dredge line does. I definitely didn't get that excited.
Maybe that is the case, but I'm not convinced that it is. But even if it was, look how easy it is for Fnatic to roam as we see Selfmade caught out once again.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Death Sentence will buy some time as Destiny is the one that's caught up. The Wish has been used, and so has the Moonlight Vigil. Threaded volleys takes out one after the other. The Grand Starfall has come down. Thus far, Upset's the only one to die.
The Realm Warp, they're going to use it to get some vision in.
All right.
No, they won't be able to steal this. It's too late.
Not a chance. Death Sentence almost catches out Xerxes.
They need to rely on Destiny to engage these fights, and Fnatic just feels so much stronger right now. Look at Bwipo. He's looking for a flank.
Is indeed. Xerxes actually got pulled out after the tunnel. He does get blown up, but now take a look at the top lane. Bwipo and Nemesis, they held off 4 members of OG. Bwipo finally goes down after he's blown the flash over the wall. That's a hook there onto Destiny as he gets taken out. It's a double kill for Nuked Up, a Rekkles, Hilly, and Selfmade can still do a lot of work. It's still a 3 versus 3, but Alfari has got himself the Wish, trying to get out with their lives.
I'm really impressed with how Fnatic is playing around the Soraka, but we'll get to that in a second. Yes, it's a good hook initially from Destiny, and you think the chain crowd control from things like the Soraka silence and the chain CC from Nautilus will be enough to get the kill, but you can see that the dive is just unrelenting. Nautilus ultimate, the Talia wall to cut off the escape route, the Pantheon as well. It's just, you have to give so much to just keep this AD carry alive for Origin that it becomes impossible to play out these fights. But here, Fnatic was a little bit more divided. Nemesis tanks up a lot of the damage initially, while the rest of Fnatic is dealing with Xerxes. Yes, they take him out of the fight. He dies instantly, but then Origin find themselves in a convenient 4 versus 2 where they can very quickly kill the Pantheon, and they still have the Soraka on their side, which they honestly don't need initially. Then the silence comes through to help them kill the Ornn. And while it ends up being a 2 for 2, you can see just how potent this Fnatic composition is and how difficult it is for Origin to play these fights out.
How do Origin bounce back deficit, but they do still have Soraka and Ryze on their side? We'll get to that in a moment as now the threaded. Sorry, the Weaver's wall has come down. Grand Starfall's wall. Bwipo got a little bit stuck on the wall. That's a great dredge line, but the stun comes out. Selfmade is now taken out. Rekkles and Hilly, they jump over the wall. Junglers are dead on both sides, and Nuked is now caught on the wrong side of the rift.
How difficult it is for Origin to play this game, and they're not allowing the Soraka to be able to do what she's so good at, which is just provide so much healing in these 5v5s. Now Fnatic can threaten a dive.
Oh, they can indeed. Upset forced to flash. Alfari, he's going to run away as well. The tower's going to be the next focus. 5 of them. Massive leads.
We're just in this situation where it's difficult to see a way in which Origin can win these fights, because I think Mickey painted the picture perfectly. The Rek'Sai and the Ryze don't make sense in the context of what Soraka wants to do. She's getting zoned completely out of this fight. Yes, okay, they do get that initial kill onto the Talia, but you can then see that Ryze is just getting completely zoned out. Fnatic have so much damage that the moment they get on top of a target, there's not enough healing to be able to keep them alive, and so 1,000 more than what Alfari has. And oh look, they're attacking the side lane again.
Yeah, they are. Nuked is going to get run down, just completely taken out.
Bwipo doesn't have ultimate. That's the saving grace right now for Fnatic. But, oh, here we go. Engage comes through.
Okay, dredge line onto Nemesis, but really does it matter? Moonlight Vigil comes.
That's a lot of damage.
Damage from Rekkles, and the rest of Fnatic follows up. 1, 2, 3 quick kills. Bwipo turns back. It's a double-double. It's in and out for Fnatic as Bwipo and Rekkles are looking to clean house. Nuke Duck gets taken out by Selfmade, and with 50-second death timers, it looks like Fnatic has won the match of the week. It looks like all three first-place teams after the first round robin have fallen at the first hurdle in the second round robin, and OG have been taken down by Fnatic.
Fnatic have absolutely slaughtered Origin from start to finish. There was no answer. Fnatic reign supreme.
Fnatic take down Origin and sit in first place along with G2, OG, and Misfits. Stay tuned for the end of the show because Bwipo will be joining us on PGL. Talk about those spicy picks, and I certainly hope to talk about some of those interviews, but it was extremely clear from the very first ban of this game that Fnatic knew what they wanted to do, they got their way, and they executed.
Yeah, the irony of this is in week one, Origin won because they had the better draft, right? It felt like that Fnatic had no options, and eventually Origin got to a point where they just won. Now it's the exact opposite, where Fnatic put so much thought into their draft, it felt like from beginning to end, there was no answer for Origin. It was just